I think it was Mike Tyson famously said, everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face, and then that plan goes out the window. In the decade or so that I've been involved with Surprise Squad, I have come to learn that these shoots are basically a series of managing small crises. Sometimes big crises, most of the time small crises. And this particular shoot was no exception. You have to understand that the goal here was to surprise Selah, this kindergarten, this little girl, with the homecoming of her dad, who had been overseas for months and months. The original game plan was to go to mom and dad's house to interview them ahead of the surprise at school. Nobody at home knows that because that never happened. You have to understand, dad is so far away from home that the series of connecting flights to bring him back to St. Louis is like 3 days long. So I guess we shouldn't have been surprised when, morning of the shoot, we catch word that his flight has been delayed significantly. And so now we're thinking, we're up against a hard bell, and that bell is the end of class at the end of the day. And if we can't get dad to Selah before that final bell rings, there is no Surprise Squad shoot that day. So our producers get on the phone with mom. We say, Mom, you're gonna need to pick dad up at the airport and bring him directly to the school. And we're watching the clock and we're looking at our phones. And somehow, as always seems to be the case, the timing worked out. Dad got to school just in the nick of time. We threw some lights up. We sat him down on a bench outside school so Selah couldn't see. And we were able to interview mom and dad, Jason and Anna, before the surprise. Whew. Okay, that's a close call, right?
Jason just got home from Iraq. This is his 7th time over there.
I deploy for numerous months and I come home for a short period and I do that rotation over and over.
Yeah, I think he's been home 3 months total over the last 13 months. It's definitely challenging. No one's here to mow the lawn or do all the man things. So Selah hasn't seen him in a long time. She knows Daddy's coming home soon. She might cry. I know she's gonna be over the moon, excited, probably jump in his arms, super surprised. So I'm really excited to see how it turns out.
Okay, that's a close call, right? Then we get into the gymnasium and things are going well. The kids think they're watching a weather demonstration. We're having fun. They seem to be enjoying themselves. The next big hurdle is we have to pull Selah somehow out of the crowd to come up in front of him. And mom, Selah's mom, to her credit, tells us, okay, yesterday I talked to her. I said, Selah, there's gonna be a school assembly. I want you to volunteer if they ask for volunteers to go up in front. In our heads, we're like, this is gonna be the easiest thing to get her up in front of everyone. And I look at this room full of kindergartners and I say, okay, now for my next demonstration, I need a volunteer. Who wants to come up here and be a part of this? We having fun so far? All right, for demonstration number 2, I need a volunteer. And this is probably a slight exaggeration, but it felt like everyone in that gym, except Selah, raised her hand. Right? So then we're like, okay, well, somehow we've got to get her up here. This is the whole crux of the situation. So we're thinking, again, series of micro crises, right? We're thinking, okay, how do we get her up here? Sometimes what we do is we select people who don't raise their hands. So, I don't know, something. I was doing anything. And so then I start scanning and I'm like, who should we bring up here? Knowing full well that it's Selah front and center. Who should we bring up here? And I spot her right in front of me and I crouch down and I get right on eye level with her and I said, how about you, young lady? Would you like to come up? And she looks me dead in the eyes. No, she looks me dead in the soul and goes like this. And I'm like, one way or another, I didn't say this, but I'm thinking, one way or another, you're coming up here. So I just spent a little time down at her level and I said, I tell you what, if you come up here with me, I promise you, not only will it be fun, but it will be something you always remember for the rest of your life. I'm going to take away Selah's sight. She's going to have to rely on her sense of touch. Can you put this on for me? So we're gonna bring in a special guest who's going to be holding something and using only her hands. Selah is going to have to figure out, is this hail? Is this snow? Is it a raindrop? What is it? So Selah, reach out. What do you think? Hail? Snowflakes? Any wild guesses? You want to throw out any guesses as to what it might be?
Stuffy sloth?
A stuffy sloth! All right, take that mask off, Sailor. So then she's up there, and I feel like she's loosening up. She's warming up. You have to understand, it's a kindergartner. It's her first year in a traditional school with other kids. This guy she doesn't know is asking her to come up in front of the gym. I would have been freaking out too. But then we get to the moment of the surprise, and we take her mask off, and there's that moment that melts every adult heart in the room. All right, take that mask off, Sailor.
Daddy.
Hi, baby. Hi. Hi. Hey, cutie. Hi. Is that a surprise? Yeah. Oh, I love you. That surprise you? And she looks up at her dad, and it takes her a minute to realize that he's there. She looks up at her dad, and she goes, Daddy. Oh my gosh. Those are the moments that Surprise Squad is all about. Not for TV, not because we think our audience will enjoy it. We hope that that's the case. But in that moment, it's about that. And Selah, who hasn't seen her dad, Jason, for months, had no idea he was going to come home that day, let alone come to her school that day. So it was a beautiful moment. But then, next in the line of micro crises, now you have a kindergartner who, again, is new to this whole school experience, is overwhelmed with emotions, and we're trying to talk about extra surprises, and you can go to dinner, and you can go to the zoo and have fun with a sloth, and she's just so emotional and so latched on to Dad that I think she's, as you would expect, for a young girl that age, she's just overcome with emotion, and I think could have cared less about everything that happened after Dad walked into the gym.
I started crying. I'm sure you guys just got tears in my eyes. It's really special to me that they do have such a good bond. Her being so happy to see him definitely made me tear up.
She hasn't seen her dad for like months. That's pretty awesome. I know, right? I can't imagine. It's never, and it's not to say we don't plan. We plan for weeks to get these surprise squads ready to go. It's just that things never go exactly according to them. More often than not, they go better than anything you could have planned around a conference room table.